Hi everyone, how's the day going on? Today I survived 100 days on hardcore Minecraft, but with two twists. The first twist is that I'll beat the entire game without using any armor. That means no chest plate, no boots, nothing like that. The second twist is that I'll be beating the entire game without trading with the villagers, making this game extremely grindy and life consuming. So you all might be wondering, will I be able to beat this challenge? Quite frankly, this is my 23rd attempt. Before the video start, I just want to say have a good day everyone. Don't tell me I got you with the subscribe button joke. Day 1 I spawned in a tiger biome and I quickly started to punch the tree so I could gather some wood. And after collecting some wood, I decided I'll craft wooden pickaxe so I could get some cobblestone and iron and coal. Luckily, I found a cave nearby and I tried to explore the cave, but it was too dark. I ended up finding some cobblestone. I really wanted to find iron and coal at this point. When you're starting out in Minecraft, coal and iron are like the best friends you will get out there. But in this cave, I found no coal as well as no iron. It was really sad. After gathering some cobblestone, I quickly started to craft a stone pickaxe as well as a stone sword and a boat as well. So while exploring, I found some coal which was really good. After a while, I decided it was time to move on from this tiger biome and find some really rare biomes. Day 1 was just me exploring around the ocean and did not find anything apparently. On day 2 I came across a small island or some sort of thing and it was really looking good actually. At this point I was praying to God that I will find some more coal as well as iron in this gameplay. And finally I made it to a small land and I quickly started to mine coal because coal was like a diamond for me at this stage, and I started to collect some more cobblestones. After slaughtering these sheep mercilessly, I decided it was time for me to move on, and at this point I was about to fall off and I was totally scared. As you can see, this ravine is so big and if I fall down there, that will be it. And I decided to jump down to the water and just explore the big ravine. It was morning and I was super grateful for that, so mobs will not attack me. And in this ravine I found a lot of iron as well as day 2 and day 3 it was just me trying to gather some resources so I could craft an iron sword as well as iron pickaxe just to protect myself from the mobs. Sword as well as iron pickaxe and get out of this ravine as soon as possible. While editing this video I found out that my concentration level is really low and I really get distracted super fast. I collected my furnace crafting table and I decided it was my time to finally get out of this ravine. After getting out of the ravine pretty much 2 days straight, I just ended up exploring more places so I could find a perfect place for my base. I knew if I was going to settle in, that place should be mob free. If you're on a hardcore world with no armor, each decision you make really matters. I was really careful on the next 2 days as I was exploring, and it was pretty much just me climbing hills and going through oceans in my small boat and killing some sheep mercilessly. That was pretty much it for the 2-day free. It was a beautiful view up from here. I was totally lost. I didn't know where I wanted to go. I really wanted to explore the forest, but I thought, hey, if I take a boat and swim across the ocean, there is a chance of finding an ocean monument. And ocean monument spawn rates are like crazy. If I find one ocean monument, it's going to be extremely packed. I really wanted to do MLJ from here, but I was not going to risk it. After exploring for a while, I came across a small island and I decided this small island would be my base. Settling in a deserted island is just perfect. No mobs can spawn and you're pretty much safe for the rest of the 100 days. And near this island I even found out an ocean monument. In the upcoming days I will do my best to fight the guardian and be stronger. Like a pro Minecraft player I am, I decided to light up the entire I cannot believe this. My screen recorder failed to record my 4 days worth of footage and it just sucked so bad. I'm not going to talk about it, okay? I don't want you guys to comment down below, Joe skipped 4 days worth of content, okay? Don't speak about it. As you guys can see, a creeper nearly killed me and that's what caused this piece of land to go extinct. On day 13, I really wanted to explore the ocean monument, but I knew if I was going to explore the ocean monument, I would literally be killed by the other guardian, so I was not going to risk it. The rest of the day, I was planting down all saplings and waiting patiently so I could chop them down once they grew up. For the next 2 days, I was removing stones as well as dirt so I could quickly start to build my own base here. day 16, I finally cleared the entire land and I was going to build my base. At this point, I don't know what to build if I'm being completely honest. My building skill is of a 10-year-old, not going to lie, but I knew my house was going to be a big rectangle house. Forgive me, boys, I just really suck at building a house. As you can see, I'm actually struggling to even build my basic base. But I'm pretty sure at the end of the 100 days, this base will be pretty cool. And I started to quickly start building my base. For the next couple of days, it was just me trying to build my base peacefully and try to gather as much wood as I can from my farming area. On day 24, I decided I needed to kill some sheep because I was really low on food and I lost my motivation building the base. After collecting some food, I placed them on my furnace and I decided I would work on my house. On the next day, I decided I would stop building my house and literally explore some areas. And I was actually going mad, not going to lie. I spent like the past 4 days just focusing on my house and my brains were exploding. Okay, after leaving my house, I explored the forest a bit more and I actually came across a small cave, and this cave was rich in resources. I could pretty much tell you guys this small cave would give me a lot of iron. After crafting iron pickaxe, I started to mine. I came across a coal and iron haven. I'm not going to lie, it took me entire 2 days just to mine this big hole and gather all the resources I would need. It's day 28. I really want to find some diamonds. I wish a diamond would just pop out of nowhere and I could get them. Long story short, I never found any diamonds in the stupid cave, so I decided to head back home. After getting back home, I decided I would get some sleep because it was night. On the next day, I decided I would go mining to find diamonds, and I was not going back to the stupid cave because the cave did not have even one piece of diamond. So I decided I would dig straight down from my house as it is very efficient and save my time a lot. So you guys might be wondering what I'm actually building here, but it will all come together in the later days, so just wait guys. I actually cannot believe it. My screen recorder yet again failed to record these clips. I'm actually losing my mind. I swear to God, if this happens one more time, that's it. Digging down was the best decision I've ever done in this 100-day series. Well, when I was strip mining, I found a lot of resources. I found some redstones and some blue lapis. And boys, you won't believe it what I found. I found some actual diamond on freaking day 35. I'm legit losing my small brain. Like, it took me 35 days just to find some diamonds. Like, look at the baby. Look at the diamonds. Just unbelievable. Yet again, boys, I found more diamonds. This was going out of control. Day 35 was the luckiest day I have ever had. Like, it's unbelievable, to be honest. I wrote on my diary, day 35 was just poggers. After mining for another 2 days, I decided it was my time to go back home. I found like 10 diamonds, 53 blue lapis, and a stack full of redstones. It was unbelievable, folks. Cannot believe it. Mining for the last 3 days was just so worth it. After that, I decided to work on my house even more. After that, I placed down some cobblestone slabs and I thought this might look good in the house, but I was very wrong. The cobblestone slabs did not go well with the house, so I decided to get rid of it, and it was super time consuming. Before removing it, I decided I would collect down some wood and get oak planks because I was really low on them, and I was super grateful that I planted these trees so I could collect oak from them in the later days. After collecting oak planks, I crafted a oak stair so I could build the second floor. As you guys can see, this was a pain in my eyes. Like, I wanted to get rid of this thing as soon as I can, but at the same time I was too lazy. But in the later days, I'll be removing this cobblestone slabs, okay? Just for now, just forgive me, boys. Long story short, I removed the slabs in that day itself. As night was approaching, I decided it was my time to get some sleep. For the next couple of days I was working on my house as well as collecting some wood. And hey, one more thing, on that day I crafted a diamond pickaxe and it was pretty awesome, as well as a diamond sword. And I was feeling the top of the world type moments, like diamond pickaxe and diamond sword. I feel super strong already. After that, I walked on my house even more. Bruh, this is totally boring, I understand. Please bear it with me, guys. Hey, I worked on my farm, okay? I was expanding my farm, doing something productive other than focusing on my house. As you guys can see, my main goal for expanding this farm was to plant trees so I could chop them down in the future, making a very stable, productive day for me as usual. And yes, finally, I started to plant down some trees, got things done, and I planted down some more trees. Then I went back to mining because it was the only place where I felt I was at home. I spent the next 5 days just mining, okay? I wanted to gather a lot of things. I wanted to find some coal as I was running low on them, and I wanted to get some crazy iron, and maybe, if I'm lucky, I'll find some diamonds, and it'll be pretty great if I find them, you know? So that was it pretty much for the next 5 days, if I'm being honest. Well, look at our odds. We just found diamonds, and as I believe, I found like 3 diamonds. Yeah, I found like 3 diamonds. After gathering a lot of resources, I decided it was my time to go back home and get some sleep. I was feeling extremely good on day 51, so I thought I'll build a bridge connecting from my house to my small island. In that island, there was a lot of resources waiting for me. One more thing, I crafted a diamond pickaxe that day. After building the bridge, I decided I would do deforestation for an entire day because I was really low on planks and my small farm did not grow any type of tree. After committing deforestation, I decided I would go back home and sleep for the rest of the night. But I had other plans for that night because I spent the entire night just fighting mobs, okay? And I got my first ever achievement, okay? And it was pretty cool, I'm going to lie. Well, this time my screen recorder crashed again and the gameplay was just going on and nobody looked at it. I was just mining for the previous 4 days and it was just nothing, to be honest. All I could do was mine coal and some sort of other materials such as iron, and I wanted to gather some golds so I could craft a small golden boot so piglins won't attack me. And my plan for now would be going to the nether and getting some blaze rods. After collecting so many resources, I decided to go back home and craft a water bucket so I could collect obsidian and build a nether portal. It was heavily raining that day, so I decided I would get back to bed and get some sleep. Ah yes, on day 56 I was actually fighting some mobs because the mobs spawned in my small bridge and I was not happy about that. So I decided to place torches on the bridge so no mobs would ever spawn. It was pretty awesome, not going to lie. Look at that, I had an iron ingot as well as a gold ingot. I was fully prepared for the nether. All I wanted to do was mine some obsidian and kaboom, we would have another portal. When I was mining on the earlier days, I found a small lava pool. Then I placed down the water bucket and kaboom, we had obsidian. And I suddenly started to craft a torch and start to dig the obsidian out. To be honest, I never thought collecting obsidian is this hard. Like my diamond pickaxe tried its best to mine it and it took me a very long time, okay? After collecting the obsidian, I was super happy and I decided to go back home that day itself. Later that day I decided I would not go to sleep, okay? I will definitely not go to sleep. I work on my second floor, making my house even bigger than ever before. I really felt at this point my build was just super bad, but hey, this is all I could do. I am a newbie at building, like I said before. And at night, a stupid Drowner gave me like a jump scare a bit, but I killed him and got that decent experience, you know. After that Drowner incident, I decided I would build my second floor, and after that I would definitely get the nether portal and explore the nether and finally get some blaze rods. To be honest, boys, I don't even know what I'm building here actually. I just thought of some obsidian type of room and completely failed. After building for a while, I saw how dead my farm was, so I tried to revive it, or at least I tried to. Then I finally got rid of this dirt tower. I don't know why I built this, but I knew this was something that I did a long time ago and really don't want to remember why I built this dirt tower. Then I started to build a small room for my obsidian portal. Then I started to place down some windows, cause why not, fellas? It took me a very long time to place them. I feel like it took me like only 10 minutes, but it was kinda easy. After building for too long, I decided I would get some sleep. After 60 long days, I was finally able to build another portal and move on with the game's progress. Well, I just realized that I do not have flint and steel and I do not have the flint. So I rushed back home to the island just to find flint. This was such a waste of time. Bruh, I should have had a flint and steel with me a long time ago. After thousands of years, I finally found flint. After collecting it, I rushed back home. I was not going to waste any second. And lads, on day 61, I finally made it to the netherworld. Literally, I spawned in the worst nether biome of all time. This was just hell. Like, these slimes would just kill me, and I have no armor, so I'm really vulnerable to these fire slimes. Look at it. Look at the slimes. They will just kill me. So I decided to go back home, and the slimes were not friendly. They wanted to push me into the lava and just see me die. I swear to God, I hate this fire slime. So I decided I would go back home after killing this small baby slime. Please, please, let me just kill you. Just die. Stupid. Oh God, now I had to kill 2 small slimes. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, okay, no, the last one's left. Okay, after killing those 2, I was not going to spend another second in the nether. Go back home, be more prepared, and finally make it to the nether fortress somehow. This nether biome was just truly unforgiving. This is the worst place to inhabit. On day 66, I decided that I will build a room for a place where I could store chests. The reason I was building this room was that I had no place where I could store chests. You know, I completed the second floor. Clearing the gravel out was just time consuming, bros. It just took me a very long time. I spent like 10 minutes down here. So I decided to go back to the first floor and get some sleep as night was approaching. And hooray, it was the new day, and I was definitely not going to work on my basement. I thought I will build a mob farm so I could get decent amount of EXP. I decided this would be the best place to build an experience farm. As I read from an online article, building a farm near ocean is just beautiful. After spending years upon years working on this mob farm, I decided I would go to the nether and explore it. After I completed building my mob farm, I decided I would go into the nether and find something. Like, I wanted to find some gold so I could start trading with the piglin. And it was kinda dumb bringing a water bucket into the nether. I thought water bucket would be definitely useful in the nether, but little did I know water buckets are really trash at the nether. As you guys can see, I'm in a very tough spot and I do not want to die here. I was praying to the gods I would not fall down and die. I came across glowstones and I quickly started to mine them, and to be honest, these slimes really wanted me dead. Like, while I was recording, a slime nearly jumped upon me, but it never made it. Sucks to be you, slime. So I decided to get some basalt as well as other ingredients so I could use it to decorate my storage room. On day 74, I saw my mob farm was finally working. I was super happy to see these mobs, but I was not going to attack them. After showing some signs of respect to the mobs, I decided I would go back home and definitely get some nice sleeping time. Oh yeah, one more thing I failed to mention. I actually came across a village that was super close to my base. It took me day 76 to find them. Like, bros, it took me a really long time to find them. You might be wondering why did I place nether blocks, because I'm really bad at using coordinates. I was definitely not going to trade with them. I'm just going to steal their bed because I'm Joe the bed stealer. I actually got 3 beds from them. Oh, 4. And I actually stole a lot of apples and potatoes from them. Don't mind me, sir. After looting the village, I came across this cute cat and I wanted it. Please come with me, cat. Don't. Yay, I finally found a cat. I don't know what to name it. I mean, I would name it. And I named this cat. I don't even know what to name it, to be honest. Leave your suggestions in the comment and I'll try to call it that name. After that, I decided to steal their hay and run home, to be honest. As I wanted to beat the game as soon as I can, I came across the Enderman. I was well prepared for it, to take him down. He did 0 damage to me. What a noob. And there was 2 of them. Wow, that's just pretty awesome. Let me just kill him real quick. After I slaughtered his entire Enderman family, I decided to work on my storage room even more. And yeah, it was day 77 and I was still working on my storage room because I got nothing else to do. I'm a very jobless person, to be honest. Well, after that I decided to get back some sleep because I'm a very lazy person. On the next day I decided to kill these mobs because I had enough showing respect to them. It was kind of fun killing them. This creeper could do nothing but cry and whine, seeing his fellow brothers and sisters get killed by my sword. After stealing their loot, my cat finally appeared. I thought he was killed by an Enderman and it's kinda alive. It's doing well, so I decided to make it follow me to the home. To be honest, this cat was like rogue. This one not even following me. I wanted it back home. Like, I even opened the doors for it. And for eternity, it teleported here, this cat, and whoo, it was kinda awesome, man. I made it sit here for the rest of the 100 days. After bringing my cat home, I decided to kill some more creepers and other mobs because I wanted to steal their loot and gain some more EXP. This mob farm was giving me a decent amount of EXP and I had no complaint about it. This was actually the best mob farm I have ever built. After that, I decided to go back to the nether. You guys can see this? Well, this is my dirt fortress in the nether. I tried to make this place as safe as I can. I kept on digging this nether and other stuffs out so I could find the fortress. This fortress was kinda annoying to find. It took me like a lot of days to find them and still I'm trying to find them. As you guys can see, I kept on digging straight, even went left and right, and I found nothing, to be honest. I actually came across a gold, I think, and I forgot to mine it, but let me just mine it real quick. After spending a couple of more days mining, I came across the fortress. You might be wondering how in the hell did I find fortress. You see, I was just minding my own business and I actually saw a fortress down there. You see this? That's a fortress. That's definitely a fortress. And I was definitely going to prepare myself and take on the blaze swords. I had 0 armor and this was going to be pretty challenging for me. And let me tell you boys, this blaze swords nearly killed me in the later days. So after spending a couple of more days mining mindlessly, and my diamond pickaxe actually broke because I mined that much, to be honest. So I decided I would go back home and literally explore and see something. On day 83 I came across a mineshaft. I had no idea where it was. Like, I mined mindlessly and I found this mineshaft. It had decent amount of loot. I even got like enchanted golden apple from the mineshaft. It was pretty poggers, to be honest. As I dug out, I came across 2 wolves and I wanted it desperately, so I got a dog and I was going to name it Cheapos because he killed sheeps and I had no creativity in my mind, so I started calling him Cheapos. Then I actually came across Cheapos' brother, Keepos, and Keepos are just really good name, to be honest. Actually came across a village and a ruined nether portal. They just had like terrible loot. After that I came across a jungle village and it was kind of awesome, to be honest. Like, the only thing I looted from there was a pumpkin. I was definitely not going to trade with the villagers. Then I decided I would go back home, and I actually made it back home. Like, it took me like only a couple of days to make it back home, and it was kind of worth it because my inventory was kind of full. While I was planting some sugarcane, a creeper tried to kill me. It failed. What a noob, boys, what a noob. After that, I decided to go back to the storage room and place all my loots. It was kind of really amazing to watch my storage room. It had room lights, lanterns, and it was pretty awesome. It was kind of worth it spending a lot of days in the nether blindly. After that I placed a grinder as well as a blast furnace that I stole from the village proudly. Boys, just look at that. Look at the zombies. I am feeling really happy killing these mobs. I'm gaining tons and tons of XP. I have no complaints. And finally, on day 87, I made it to the nether fortress fully prepared for war. It was kinda lost, to be honest, but I always kept track where I went because I placed the torches on the right side. As I was exploring, a wither skeleton nearly gave me a jump scare. Destroyed the skeleton. After spending a couple of minutes, I actually came across the blaze spawner. I was actually owning this blaze rock. Get wrecked. And boy, there was a lot of blaze rocks, and they definitely wanted me dead. It was kind of really hard, aiming my arrows at them. And I actually ran out of arrows, I think, at some point. And this flame, they're not going off, and I thought I nearly died though. So you see this? I was about to die and I was like really scared, so I did the pro Minecraft move. Digging down and just staying there until you regenerate. Long story short, I made it out alive from the fortress and I actually found 13 blaze slots. Pretty decent if you ask me. It was kind of really awesome getting those. I rushed back home and quickly got blaze powders from it. On day 90, I was completed with the nether portal room and it was kinda chilling, to be honest. Kinda placed my torches down and I decided to go back to my room. Later that day, it was a sugar farm day. I destroyed all my sugar farms and planted more of them. After that, I started to craft some books. After that, I crafted an enchanting table and I was kinda happy about it. And on later that day, I finally made my enchantment table room and it was kinda really good. And this enderman was in my room and I did not like it, so I thought I would take a bucket and try to kill it. Little did I know, Enderman means free ender pearl. After fighting endermans, I decided I would go back home and get some sleep. On day 90, I was just enchanting my bow and arrow and I got the worst enchantment on my sword. I got Bane of Anthropatist and it was actually really bad. I cannot believe this. I wasted a lot of time building this useless piglin farm. I thought I could trade my gold and get ender pearl from it so that I could, make Eye of Ender and progress through the game. And it's actually very bad. I was not happy about it, wasting most of my days in this stupid cave, and I actually got a decent amount of ender, and this piglin gave me insane ender pearl drops. After getting a lot of ender pearls from the piglin, I started to craft Eye of Ender. After getting the Eye of Ender, I knew if I was going to face the Ender Dragon, I'm definitely going to need some great enchantment on my weapon. On day 94, I actually came across a Descent Temple and I was looting the hell out of it. It had a lot of good loots, like even had a diamond, horse armor, and a decent enchantment book. It was pretty poggers, to be honest. The Desert Temple was quite near to my home, so I actually made it in nighttime. I finally made it back home after exploring a bit. On day 95, I placed the anvil. I wanted to apply infinity on my bow, so I will have infinite arrows apparently. Day 95 was all about getting enchantments and all that. One more thing, I lost my diamond pickaxe. I actually don't know where it went, like bros, I don't even know where it went, to be honest. My new bow was sharp as hell. On day 97, I crafted a diamond pickaxe and applied some enchantments on it. I got efficiency 3 on it and it was kinda good. After spending years enchanting, I decided it was my time to move on with my life and find the end portal and beat the Ender Dragon. And boys, I was finally prepared for war. I had healing potion too and I had a lot of good loot, okay? I had a lot of good things and I was definitely going to beat the dragon with my own fist. I cannot believe it. The end portal was so close to my home, like I lost my brain, boys. It was just super close to my house. And finally on day 98, I came across the end portal and I was super ready to beat the living shit out of the Ender Dragon. That was it. After placing those Eye of Enders, I was feeling very proud what I did. After that, suddenly I started to use the water stride to climb up towers and destroy the crystals, and the dragon kept on throwing his stupid breath trying to kill me. My bow was really helping me out. This bow made the Ender Dragon fight 1,000 times better. To be honest, my aim is really bad. I suck with the arrows. Dragon really wanted me dead. Sucks to be you, noob. You see, this was like the intense moment. This was like the last ender crystal I had. No, like the second last, and destroying it really made me cry. Like if I fall from it, that's game over. I'll fall into the void and that'll be it. After that scary moment, I got the end crystal and I was feeling too proud about it. While I was having my golden apple, this Ender Dragon tried to push me out, but I did a perfect MLJ. You suck, Ender Dragon. You really suck. After performing some more water strat, was me and the dragon 1v1. After destroying all the ender crystal, it was just the dragon and me. The dragon was trying to come to the dragon's perch to get wrecked by me. My arrows were definitely not missing. It was really taking a bit damage. After I saw the dragon come to its perch, I knew what I wanted to do. I would definitely, oh god, the dragon's glitching out. No, I would hit on his tail. That's the safest strat of all time. I'm definitely not going to go near his head and get KO. After spending years upon years spending my time trying to get a decent aim at the dragon, I decided I would wait for the dragon. So I decided I would wait for the dragon to come to the dragon's perch, and I was getting decent shots at the dragon. He was completely getting wrecked by me again. So I took my diamond sword out and I was completely beating this bad boy with my diamond sword. Come on dragon, just die. One more shot. That's it. I'm going to kill you. Die, noob. That was it, fellas. I defeated that dragon. I completed my goals. To be honest, this challenge took my nerves, and it was my 23rd attempt, and what can I say? It took me 2 months to complete this challenge, and I'm finally free from the end. Oh wait, I forgot to tell you one thing. I actually took the ender egg back with me because I wanted to play this game so I could defeat the Wither Skeleton, because why not? Finally, rest in peace, folks. I actually completed my challenge and I was finally free from the curse. On day 100, I felt proud. I felt super proud that I'm actually asking you guys to subscribe, or this bow will hunt you tonight.